For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be going over 3 coin making methods you guys can try out to make some pretty easy coins in Madden 20. These are all relatively low budget coin making methods. The most expensive one is only going to cost you about 75,000 coins, so hopefully you guys do enjoy. These should be accessible to absolutely everyone, and everyone should be able to eat and make some pretty solid profit off of these methods. Now before we hop into this one, I just want to remind you guys that I am actually giving away 6 million coins. I partnered with Red Zone to give away that amount for hitting 50,000 subscribers, and some of the giveaways are actually going to be drawn in the next couple days. So on Monday, the 1 million coin giveaway on Twitter will be picked, and we're going to give away 1 million coins every single week for the site giveaway. The links to enter both of those will be at the top of the description. If you have not entered, I would definitely recommend you guys do so. Now, of course, you don't have to subscribe to the channel or even like the video to enter the giveaways, but if you want good luck, I would definitely recommend you guys drop a like. It would be greatly appreciated as well. And if you are enjoying these methods on the channel, be sure to hit subscribe so you do not miss out on more of them. Now, without further ado, let's hop into the first method of the day, and this is actually one I have talked about in the past. I've actually talked about it a couple of times. I promise this is the last time I will mention it, but based on how the market is sitting right now, there is so much profit to be made with this method. I posted this on my channel last weekend, and you guys absolutely loved it. A ton of other people I've seen posted on YouTube, which is great. I love seeing a bunch of people being able to use these methods. So here we are. The first method is essentially going to be to buy a 95 overall Ultimate Legend player at a price of around 30,000 coins if we can. We're going to quick sell them, and we're going to roll some of the training packs to allow us to get alternate playbooks, and when we do that, we're going to make 54,000 coins of profit. It is that easy. So essentially what we're going to do to start this method off is we're going to buy a 95 overall Ultimate Legend player at a price of, if possible, 30,000 coins. If we can get a better deal than that, that is absolutely awesome. So what I'm going to do is flip between all offense and all defense to try and see the newest cards up on the auction house. We'll quickly make sure we actually are not seeing the newest cards. So what I'm going to do is filter it down by a couple of different position groups. I'm going to see what the cheapest 95 up is right now. It looks like tight end is looking pretty good. Wide receiver and left tackle are all looking pretty cheap. So we're going to filter it down by each of those positions, and we will see if we can get a cheap 95 overall player. If we can, we're just going to quick sell them for training. So the cheapest 95 overall tight end is sitting at 32k. Hopefully we can find a little bit better of a deal than that. The cheapest wide receiver is also sitting at 32k. We'll take a look at quarterback and left tackle as well, and we're just going to buy the cheapest card up. If you do cave and you spend a little bit more than 30, that's okay, but here we are. We get an autogram at a price of 28,000 coins. Super cheap for 95 overall, and we're going to quick sell this card to make 25,200 training points. Now, with that training that we just got and we just spent 28,000 coins on, what we're going to do is we're going to rip all of it on these training currency alternate playbook fantasy packs. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to open this pack up, and you're just going to select the first playbook. It doesn't matter which one you pick, because we're actually going to be quick selling this card for 500 coins. I'm going to go through the math of this method as I open up these playbooks, just to show you guys what you're basically going to be doing. You're basically going to be opening this playbook until you have no more trading that you just purchased. Again, we purchased a 95 overall for 28,000 coins, and we were able to get 25,000 training from that. Now, essentially what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to open up this pack a total of 168 times. That's a lot of times, and every single card we get from this is going to be worth 500 coins. So if we multiply the 500 coins by the 168 times we're going to be able to open up this pack, that's going to allow us to get 84,000 coins in value from our original 28,000 coins that we invested, which is going to allow us to make a profit of over 50,000 coins. Now, I know you could be thinking, okay, I have to open this pack up quite a bit. I don't really want to do that, but let me just dumb down the numbers for you guys. Essentially what you're getting is a free 350 coins every single time you open up this pack. Now, if EA had a pack in the game, which all you had to do was open it, and you made 350 coins, would you do that? I'm sure a lot of people would. So just to make the method a little bit simpler, I wanted to give you guys that number just to show you guys that you actually are making a solid amount of coins per pack you open up. You're actually making 350 coins. That is solid. So when you think about it that way, it definitely makes it a much easier method. And again, you're just gonna rip through this until you have no more training left. I've probably opened up this pack almost 10 times, so we would just have to multiply that by 10, do what we did 10 more times, and then we would be absolutely done. So that's the first method I wanted to show you guys. This also does work if you buy a 97 overall player. If you buy a 97 at a price of 61,000 coins, you can find those relatively easily, actually, when you just go to the Theme Builder 2 filter. You're gonna quick sell that card for 48,000 training. You're gonna be able to open up the pack 322 times, which is going to give you 161,000 coins, and that's gonna allow you to profit 100,000 coins. So super easily. If you wanted to do this method a different way, like I said, you could grab a 97. You would just filter it down by Theme Builder 2, flip between all offense and all defense, and I'm very confident you guys will be able to find snipes. Now let me quickly show you guys what you're gonna do with all the playbooks in case I didn't make it clear. Once you've actually opened up the playbook packs and you have them all in your binder, all you're really gonna want to do is just come in and quick sell these. All of these have a quick sell value of 500 coins. We just make 3,000 coins from that, but once you open this pack up enough times, you're gonna be able to profit quite a bit off of it. So that was the first method I wanted to show you guys. Now let's hop into the second method of the video. So for the second method today, we're gonna actually go to my favorite set in the game, and that is the MUT Heroes Exchange set. If you guys did not know, the MUT Heroes Exchange set is essentially a set where you put in 2 89 overall cards, and you're able to get a random 90 to 91 overall MUT Heroes player. Now this method is super effective right now. The reason for that is 89s are very cheap, and the 90 to 91 MUT Hero market isn't terrible. They're actually selling at a price of around 14,000 coins for the cheapest cards, and then of course if you end up getting some really expensive players, you get 20k for some of these solid cards. You end up getting like 30k for the Delaney, the Bobby, the Mitchell Schwartz, and then the upper level of cards is like the Jalen Ramsey, David DeCastro, Saquon Barkley. So there's a ton of profit to be made with this set. What I'm going to do is buy some 89 overall cards. Essentially what I want to do when I'm buying my 89s is I'm going to just divide by 2 the amount of coins that some of the cheapest cards are going for. So right now it looks like the cheapest players are selling pretty effectively at a price of around 13 or 14,000 coins. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide that by 2. When we divide 14 by 2, that's going to give us 7, and that means we can spend 7,000 coins per 89 overall player. If we're able to get the worst pull possible out of this pack, we're going to break even, and if we get a pull better than that, we are going to make some solid coins. So what I'm going to do is take a look at some 89 overall filters. There's a ton of filters you guys can go through to get 89s. I'll just show you a few of them right here. We'll start it off by going through some of the classics. We'll go through veterans, we'll go through heavyweights, and we'll go through flashbacks just to see if there's any snipes up here. All I'm going to do is make sure I'm seeing the newest cards. It looks like I am, and then I'm going to try and find 89 overall players up for a cheap price. We want them for 7,000 coins or less if possible. It doesn't look like there's going to be any veterans. We'll take a look at flashbacks right here, and all I'm going to really do is cycle through these filters. I'm going to show you guys all the filters that I like to look at, as I don't see any flashbacks up for cheap. We will also take a look at legends right here. Legends is one where you're usually going to find a few solid snipes. We're definitely not seeing the newest cards when it comes to this, so we're gonna have to filter it down by all offense and all defense to see if we are able to see the newest cards. On the all offense filter, it actually looks like we are seeing the newest cards, so that's gonna be absolutely perfect. We'll just take a look and see if there's any 89s up for cheap within our price range, as it looks like the cheapest 89s right here are gonna be selling for a price of 8.2k, so relatively expensive on the legend filter right now. That's a little bit surprising, but you guys will be able to find a pretty solid amount of snipes. I guarantee you guys that. So here we are. We're gonna look at the defensive side of the ball when it comes to these legends, and these are just the filters that I like to go through to try and find my 89 overall snipes. I have a ton in my item binder right now, but we're gonna grab this Mel Blunt at a price of 7k. Pretty easy snipe right there. He's got another card up for about 7.1, so I'll grab that one also. I'm willing to take a solid amount of risk on these. I honestly wouldn't even mind buying these 89s at a price of 8k. For the sake of the video, I'll try and grab them for 7, but I wouldn't even mind buying them at 8k. I'm a little bit more tolerable to risk because I've got a little bit of extra coins for protection. If you guys aren't really low, I would recommend you take more time to find snipes than I am right here, but legends is a pretty solid filter. You can also go by the NFL playoffs filter. That's a pretty solid one as well. There's going to be some 89s up for here sometimes. So NFL playoffs, it looks like the cheapest one's at 8k. That's not ideal. And the last one that I like to take a look at for my ultimate legends is going to be this one right here, which is the ultimate legends filter. We'll see if we're seeing the newest cards. I doubt we are. Yeah, we're not seeing the newest cards here, so I'm gonna have to filter it down by a few different positions. We'll see what the cheapest 89 up is right here, and then I usually like to filter it down by those positions. So left outside linebacker, And corner and defensive tackle will be a few that we'll try right here to see if we can grab some snipes, and then we will do the exact same thing on the offensive side of the ball, and we should have quite a few 89s to be able to put into our set. So the Kevin Green is not cheap enough for us. Let's take a look at the cornerback market. The cheapest one is about 7.7, a little bit out of range as well. We'll take a look at defensive tackle here to see if there are any up for cheap, as it looks like Warren Sapp's going to be pretty pricey. On the offensive side of the ball, I'll take a look at a couple popular positions. I know the Otto Graham card is sometimes pretty cheap up here. I'm not sure if it's his quarterback card. Yeah, I don't think it's the quarterback card that's sometimes decently cheap, but I don't see any at the quarterback position. We will take a look at running back right here, see if there's any up for cheap, as it looks like the cheapest 89 is just out of our range still. All right, guys, we're not really getting that many good snipes. I was finding a few better ones off camera. We'll see if there's any cheap wide receivers up, but essentially this is all I'm going to do. Go through each of these filters, keep on refreshing. I already bought quite a few off camera, so we're going to be able to complete this pack a few times, and we're going to see what pull we're going to be able to get from it. Also, if you guys didn't know, my team is a low overall in this account. If you didn't know, my main account did get banned, auction house banned, because I was doing giveaways. Very, very annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into the sets, we're going to go to the archive tab, we're going to go over to Mud Heroes, we're going to get this exchange set done, and we're just going to put all of our 89s that we ended up sniping into this 90 to 91 overall hero exchange. As you can see, I've got 10 89s, so I'm going to be able to open up this pack 5 times. I will cut to once I put all the cards into this set. You guys don't need to see me doing that, but this is essentially what you'll do. All the 89s that you sniped, you're just going to put into this set, and then we will rip through these packs and see how much coins we're going to be able to make from doing that. Okay, guys, so I have all 5 packs right here, and I'm just going to open these up, and then we will go into my item binder and calculate how much profit or loss we are going to make off of doing this method. We started off with a 90 Matt Stafford. That's not ideal. Essentially, one really high overall pull, like one of the Jalen Ramseys, Jamal Adams, or any of those cards is going to put us heavily into the profit as we get a Brandon Cooks right here. We'll see what we're able to get from this. Usually on camera, I actually get some solid pulls out of this pack, as the third one is going to give us another Matthew Stafford, so definitely super unlucky at the start here. We have 2 more packs to try and make back some of these coins. Hopefully we can get a 91 out of these, as so far my luck has been absolutely terrible. We get our 4th Matthew Stafford of the video. I guarantee you guys, when you're doing this at home, you're going to get better pulls than I did right here. Can we save it with another good pull at the end? We get a Mitch Morse. So we get super unlucky. As you guys probably have seen from my videos in the past, I'm usually able to get much better pulls out of this. I'll save the good pulls for you guys though. But just for the math's sake, let's say we ended up spending about 13k to get each of these cards. I would say that I was able to get a card for about 7k and then a card for about 6k as well, usually off camera. So Mitch Morse, we'll start it off and see how much he's going for. He's going for 13k, so that's just a break-even card. The next one is going to be Matthew Stafford. We actually got 3 of him. Very unlucky, as there was actually one for 3k right here, so we're going to snipe that, and we're going to make a pretty solid profit, but it looks like the rest of the cards are going for around 13k as well, so that's just going to be a break-even one. And then the final one is going to be Brandon Cooks, and we will see how much Brandon Cooks is going for. He's hopefully going for a little bit more than 13k. He should have a bit of value. He's going for 20k, so we make a little bit of profit off of that. But as you guys can see, we literally got the worst pulls possible. We got all 90s, and we got some of the worst 90s as well, and we just broke even. So if you guys get any good pulls, you're going to be able to profit super heavily off of this method. We only profit about like 10k, maybe we get up to like 20k, just because we sniped that Matthew Stafford, but pretty unlucky with our pulls. I guarantee you guys are usually going to get better pulls than that, but unfortunately on camera we weren't able to do too much. Definitely try out that method. I guarantee you get a bit better pulls than me, but we end up breaking even on that one right there. Usually, like I said, you'll do a lot better, and that just ended up how the chips ended up falling for us. Now the final method of today's video is going to be in the zero chill section. It is going to be in the Ghosts of Madden, and we are going to be doing this 95 overall Ghosts of Madden past player. Now I actually saw this on someone's YouTube channel called GTF3. Someone sent me the link to his video, and it looked very good. So essentially what we're doing is we're going to be getting this set done, and we're going to be able to get a 95 overall Ghost of Madden past player. Now these Ghost of Madden past players have a bit of additional value because Michael Vick, if you guys didn't know, it just got an Ultimate Legend, and people are expecting Patrick Willis to get a new card as well. So their prices are pretty expensive, meaning the cards you need to put into these sets have gone up in price as well. So essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be buying 393s at a price of 15,000 coins each. That's going to put us in for 45,000 coins in total, and then we're going to be able to hopefully pull some of the expensive cards. Just taking a look at the numbers really quickly, I'm going to go through exactly how much each of these is selling for. firstly, we have the Bo Jackson selling at about 40, or actually he's up to like 60,000 coins right now. So really, really good for the Bo. Next up, we have the Michael Strahan right here, who looks to be selling at a price of around 70,000 coins as well. So very, very good for the Michael Strahan. We have Mel Blount as well, the final card of the set, going for around 55k. So pretty expensive as well. And again, we're ideally going to be able to get this set done for 45k. So you guys should be able to see there's a ton of profit to be made. The Marvin Harrison is the one card that is going to be a bust card. Right now, he's selling at a price of 33k. If you pull Marvin Harrison, you end up losing a little bit, but the rest of them are going to be all very, very profitable. Kevin Mawai at 88k. We have John Randall here as well, who right now is sitting at a price of around 120k. So as you can see, there is tons and tons of potential to make a profit off of this. What I'm going to do right now is snipe some 93s. It is relatively tough to get your 93s at 15k. I'm going to hopefully be able to find a couple in today's video. I actually was able to buy some off camera. I'll show you guys right here my bids, and you guys will be able to see some of the 93s that I was able to get. We'll just go on over by newest. As you can see, I also have some of those 89s as well, but just heading on over to newest, I'll show you guys some of the 93s I was able to get at around 14, at around 16 right here, and 15.2. So some pretty solid deals on those cards, and essentially that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to try and buy some 93 overall draft players or 93 overall ultimate legends if we can at a price of 15k. If you do spend a little bit more, as you can see, there's a big potential for you guys to be profiting really heavily off of some of the cards. So if you spend a little bit more on some of them, it isn't really the end of the world. What I'm going to do is filter it down by all offense and all defense, and usually I just sit on this filter and wait for new cards to pop up. You're usually going to find new cards every couple of refreshes on this. As you guys can see, this is mainly what I was doing off camera, just sniping these, waiting on the all offense filter or the all defense filter, and literally just refreshing here until we see new cards. You're going to see new cards not incredibly often, but you will see them sometimes. If you are a bit bored of that, you can go to Ultimate Legends and you can try and find a 93 up for cheap over here. I find it a little bit tougher on the Ultimate Legends filter, as actually right off the bat we're able to get one for 16.3, so a solid deal right there. I'll take it. A little bit out of range, but I don't really mind it, because as you can see, the other cards that we could have pulled are very, very expensive. So you can go by all offense and all defense to try and find some cheap 93s. We'll see if there's any other cheap ones right here, but if we don't find any other ones, that's totally fine. I already was able to buy 5 93s off camera, so we're actually going to be able to do this set 2 different times, and we're going to see what we're going to be able to pull out of it. Hopefully my luck is better than the Mud Heroes tab, but hey, we'll see. Hopefully it is. Zero Chill right here, Ghosts of Madden. We're going to be getting this Ghost of Madden pass set done. Just throw in your 3 93s. And this is literally all you guys gotta do. As you can see, I was able to snipe quite a few of the draft players. Our first card right here, let's see what it's gonna end up being. Hopefully it's a Kevin Mawai or a John Randall. Those are the most expensive. And the first one is a Kevin Mawai. So very, very big profit. Let's say we spent around like 46, 47k on that card. We're probably profiting like 40k. The second time we're gonna do this, again, hopefully we do not see the wide receiver Marvin Harrison card, as this card is going to show us the Michael Strahan. So very, very solid pulls. You have a 5 out of 6 chance to make some really big coins, and we end up getting lucky and pull 2 of the expensive cards just to repair, or kind of repay, I guess you could say, for our luck with the Mud Heroes tab. But as you guys can see right here, we're going to take a look at the prices. I would say we were in for around, let's say just under 100k to get both of these cards. And firstly, our Michael Strahan is going to be selling for around 70k, maybe about 65k after tax. So really, really good to start it off with. We probably profit about 15k off of that. And then the Kevin Mawai right here is selling for a price of, as you guys can see, 80,000 coins. So we're going to be profiting around 30k as well off of that. We end up being up, I would say, about 45k on these 2 cards. So very, very good. We get a little bit unlucky on our Mud Heroes. We got very unlucky actually on our Mud Heroes. And then we did pretty solid on these Ghost of Madden Pass. And again, if you guys just want guaranteed coins, you can do the first method I told you guys. So super versatile in today's video. We have a ton of methods, or 3 different methods for you guys to try out. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to drop a like, hit that sub button if you're new, and enter those giveaways, which are linked down below in the description. And until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
So,